Hello, well, welcome to Mdreaded Television. I apologise for the low quality video, but unfortunately I've been having some problems with my main recording equipment. Now, I'm here today to talk about the London mayoral elections, and quite frankly, the three main candidates leave me less than impressed with what has been going on recently. I mean, let me start with Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson is fantastic when it comes to you know, chat shows and writing and columnists. He's a very funny, witty man, and obviously a real hit with the ladies. My goodness, I wish I was a hit with the ladies like he was. If I had that, I'd be quite happy. But in all honesty, I can't really take him very seriously as a London mayoral candidate. For a start, he's been an MP for Henley-on-Thames for many years, and I feel he's not quite in touch with the ordinary people of London, whatever he tries to sell to you, to try and get the job. Quite frankly, I'm just not impressed with him. The only policy that I could really back him on is serious strategies on knife and gun crime, as it says here in the booklet. But I don't agree with arming the police with handheld scanners, as this to me would encourage a big brother society, which is the last thing I think Londoners really need. As for Siam whatever her name is, Siam Berry, that is the Green candidate, I'm afraid she is appallingly naive. She's very attractive, I'll give her that. But quite frankly, her policies is just like middle-class indulgence. I don't think Siam Berry is really in touch with real Londoners. And she seems to, yet again, wants to punish the motorist, which to me only serves to affect those with the least, or with the most to lose, with regards to the whole idea of transport infrastructure. To me, a proper transport system should be for all transport, whether you drive a car, get on a bus, walk, or cycle. There has got to be a proper implemented transportation system, which is something that has been neglected in this country for decades, and now we're paying a price for it. In congestion, very badly run railway systems, very expensive and over bureaucratic. No forward thinking at all. I'm afraid, Siam, your policies just strike to me have attack the motorists by any way it means. But you do have one sensible idea: free installation for every home that needs it to reduce electricity bills and etc., especially for pensioners. I think that's pretty impressive. As for Brian Paddick, I respect him enormously, his 30 years experience as a police officer, but he's a Liberal Democrat. And Liberal Democrats are as naive as the Green Party, quite frankly, when it comes to policies. Action to do this and action to do that, to me, sounds just like cheap gimmickry, according to this leaflet. I want to bring down crime, but so does every damn politician since time immemorial promises to cut down crime, and usually ends up failing to address the background issues, the social issues, the social consequences, especially when it comes to youth crime and knife crime, etc. When the same people, I'm not saying necessarily just Liberal Democrats, but the same people have been cutting down on youth services and youth provision. The media have been condemning the young like they're all toe rags and everything else. I think that's really not the solution. And quite frankly, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Brian, mate, you're a police officer. Maybe you'll be good controlling the Metropolitan Police Authority if you don't win, the London mayoral elections this time round. But quite frankly, your policies just don't add up. Action on what? I mean, it's all gimmickry. I can't be bothered with UKIP or Christian Choice. I mean, they're just not serious. It's all very cliched opinions, but they don't really have any serious, solid policies with regards to London. And to me, Christian Choice, quite frankly, is bigoted. It comes across as bigoted. Yes, they're opposed to the mega mosques, but they have their own reasons. They want to sell their religion above everybody else's. Any party that has religious connection should be viewed with some level of suspicion. I'm not saying in a prejudicial, nasty way, but quite frankly, I'm sorry, we are a secular society, and I believe in separating church from state. To me, they should be freedom to practice their faith, but at the same time, they should be put in check by governments. and to stop them having undue influence over any kind of policies unless they lobby like everybody else does in a free society. As for Ken Livingstone, the current Mayor of London, I'm sorry Ken, you've failed miserably on many things. You've allowed extremist people to be invited into the London Assembly. You've also failed miserably on crime. You know, you claim you cut crime down all the time and stuff like that. Yes, you've done an like Safer Neighbourhood scheme. That's an excellent idea. You've done brilliantly with the buses. I think you'll always be good at buses. I think I would actually put you in charge of the buses if you lose this election. Personally, that's what I would do. But quite frankly, Ken, I think your time has come to an end. Ken's kingdom must be dismantled. I think it's become over-bureaucratic, full of overly politically correct people and councillors and stuff. I think you've, failed to grasp how much the Olympics is going to end up costing, even though you still absolutely fundamentally think it's still going to be only 38p a week for each London council taxpayer to pay for the 2012 Olympics. You have got Crossrail to give ahead, but that's going to raise fares. I don't care what you have said. That is definitely going to happen. Fare rises are definitely going to happen because you need to pay for it one way or another. But I do welcome Crossrail. My opinion on who to vote for, well, that's up to you. I'm not here to judge anyone or to pass judgment on people. I'm just here giving my opinion on policies. But I'm afraid a lot of them just don't stack up. They don't have any solid policies for London. They don't seem to grasp the real world, real world policies. I mean, why isn't there not, a policy, for instance, like, a proper managed congestion charge system? Because personally, I would abolish the Western Extension because I think that it's OTT and it's affected a lot of businesses. Why can't you have a wavering of the congestion charge, for instance, towards those businesses who have a turnover under 250,000 a year, who have a fleet of 5 or less vans, to help self-employed people and small businesses to run their businesses without ridiculous excessive costs? I mean, that's a sensible policy. If some mayor come out with a policy like that, I'll vote for the guy. But instead, all we're seeing is a load of politicians who just have political careers, who really are not in touch with real people in London. But I hope you do go out, please do go out and vote on May the 1st. And this is the end of the test transmission for Mdreaded Television. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's going to get developed properly soon. And I wish you all well. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.